So now let's move forward and see what is the role of HTML in this video. However, we have discussed, but let's do a little deep dive and quickly understand the role of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And then we will start coding. Let's talk about HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And this is a standard meaning of HTML. Many people agreed that we will use HTML to make websites. Everyone used that only. And whoever built browser will display that only. So this is a well standardized system. And as I said, it is a body of website. This is a standard markup language, which means everyone will use it only. No one can introduce its own new language. Now here HTML is only body, means face. Now if we talk about human, then it's only skeleton with bones. So if we talk about skeleton, so it as a skeleton, and well I know it's weird skeleton, but HTML is skeleton only. Well, this skeleton is only the face of website, which HTML represents. If I move forward to CSS, then CSS gives design to this skeleton. The skin's color of the skeleton, hair, clothes, through which human look nice, otherwise they look awful. So the cascading style sheet is a style sheet language which give good presentation to the web page or HTML body. Well, which element should have which color, background color, which element should float left, which element would go on top, which element will keep how much margin inside it, how much padding, what will be its border color. All these things is decided by CSS, and we'll see ahead how to use this, and it will create our website beautiful and modern looking. So all the animation which you see is with the help of CSS you can achieve. Now let's quickly get you through that without wasting any time. So as we learned before, JavaScript is the brain, which is the brain of the website. The thinking ability is JavaScript. Like a human is taking wise decisions, then it can take wise decisions with the help of JavaScript only. Suppose a person saying, let's go there, means he can think and means he is a JavaScript. Now in human terms, I have explained HTML and CSS. HTML is the body and CSS its design or looks, and JavaScript is its brain. That where to go, when to go, how to go, the way it decides all the things is great. Now we will learn JavaScript properly. I want to tell you that if you go deep in JavaScript, then it is a big language and you might find it difficult. So I will suggest as you move deeper firstly in HTML, CSS and then JavaScript. If you learn HTML, then it doesn't mean then you need to learn 100% HTML. If you even learn HTML 80%, then that's enough I think. If you learn CSS 40 to 60%, then it's also enough. I'm talking about the beginners when you are starting. And if you learn JavaScript 50 to 70%, then that's enough. And the rest of it you will learn from practice and by building websites. Don't ever make the biggest mistake beginners do. You took HTML and spent 1 to 2 years to learn it. By saying I will learn HTML perfectly, then I will move forward. And if you that kind of a guy, then stop it. Some idiots even took CSS and trying to remember every property and never even touched the JavaScript. They don't even know what the J and S have in JavaScript. How everything works, they don't even know JavaScript spelling. Don't do this, else you will spend a lot of time and you will never be able to relate how to use all these 3 things. If you want to relate and understand things properly, then read all the 3 things simultaneously and learn by building website. That only I am going to teach you through this course. So JavaScript is high level dynamic interpreted programming language, and meaning of dynamic I will explain later. Leave this for now, and this is client-side scripting language. This is very important. JavaScript can be used on server side, but this is a client-side programming language. So if I come on this diagram, so here the programming inside browser. Like clicking on this will give this. If I hover mouse, then what should happen? All this can be written through JavaScript. And if I click on any element, a new window should open. Click on any element should submit a form. All that can be done through JavaScript. So you can write logic of converting kilometers into miles. You can convert kilograms into grams or pounds. You can do all that stuff with the help of JavaScript. And you can change data of HTML tags with the help of JavaScript as well. We will learn how to do all these things, and I hope you have understood the role of HTML, CSS and JavaScript in web development. And here our introduction to HTML, CSS and JavaScript is over. Now the real game begins. Many might be thinking this was basic and you already know this, but I want to take it to advanced level quickly. I will show you how websites are made, and those who really already know will get to know that which are those practices which they should use but weren't using. And of course, if you want to access the playlist of this course, then click on the playlist left hand side. And by any chance, if you are some pro programmer and are interested in Svelte, then I have a full course of Svelte. You can watch it by clicking on the right video. So that's all for today guys. I hope you had fun watching this video, and subscribe if you want to, it's on you.